He's a tactical genius, he's the one to see on VP4TV. He's wild and he's free. I'm on top, number you and me. With his cunning moves, he's rocking endlessly. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works for the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. From the quarterback to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck, but skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man we all shout proper. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. To the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just for fortune or luck, but skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man we all shout proper. ATG from Kilmarnock town, got your hustle down. Streams the pool games live, makes our day come alive. Early mornings on your grind, Tesco shift unwind, but you find the time to play, stream the virtual day. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand.
And that's a sucker scratch. Look at the line. Commentator's eye. Don't say I didn't warn you.
OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. A virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Early riser, work all done, streams the games just for fun. We'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
That's for the 101. Absolutely sensational once again.
Virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
That was fantastic.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. We're going to see Albinario in his first outing tonight in this 8-ball World Championship. Albinario representing Sweden against Rabih representing Lebanon. I don't think we've got many Lebanese virtual pool players. He's the first one I've ever seen. So just give me a second to bring Steve in. Good evening. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, I'm here.
Right, I've got you now. Right, so we've had two matches today. We've had the one lost side match earlier with Acero and Romario, and that was as it's as close as a bloodbath as it will get. It was 9-2, a comfortable win for Acero. I think the one point to make there, though, is that Acero was, it was like night and day compared to playing at 3 o'clock in the morning in his first match. He was really solid, got the job done. Romario had chances, blew an 8-ball because he banged it like an umpty, and he knows that. But anyway, Acero was a well-worthy winner. And then, of course, we had the round 3 match with One Pocket Slim and Cobra. And the interesting thing at the end of the match, Slim looked at the stats, and overall, I think Slim was actually slightly better numbers-wise. Cobra's break, he just couldn't get a ball. His break percentage today was nothing short of awful, and yet he still came out in top 11-10, dished up when it mattered. Slim gave as good as he got, but that's how tough the game is. On these tight pockets, you can try as hard as you can, but you still come out a loser. But Slim was happy. I mean, he done well. He gave it all he could, but Cobra still gets through.
That's good to get it go hill. I mean, that means he's getting close. I mean, obviously the break is a big thing. If Cobra didn't break well, that's kind of a plus for Slim. But still, to get 10 games against him, Cobra is one of the heavy favorites. Sounds like Slim's getting himself in a position where he may be able to win one of these things.
Yeah, I mean, he's by far and away not out of it. These races tonight and this one loss side, that's a killer because, you blink an eye, you get a dry break, make a mistake, and suddenly you're 3-0 down. I mean, that's how bad it can be. So it's going to be a bit of a sort of minefield walking through that one loss side. Meanwhile, look at Albinario's rating at 8-ball, 2,622.
Well, Albin's got a good game for 8-ball. He's got excellent ball speed. He plays good patterns. He plays smart, or I'm going to say he plays smart. We'll see how that goes today. But yeah, Albin's got probably as good a touch as anybody playing VP, and that's huge in a game like 8-ball where you have a lot of precise cue ball movement.
I think the one thing about this game, this does sort the men out from the boys, let's be honest, because it is about getting on specific balls. It's not like a wide open table like 9-ball, and it's a lot more sort of relaxing for you because you've not got as much hard work to do. This is hard work, especially if you're not a top end player. Maybe your control's not as great, and this is where you're going to get tested and you're going to get found out. I don't know how Rabih's going to handle this. We'll see if common sense come into play, if he's doing a bit of ducking and diving. We will find all of that out.
Well, obviously there's a difference in player level. I mean, Albin should be a big favorite in this match. We'll see if Rabih, what he can do to keep up with him. I mean, this 8-ball on a championship table is basically break and run out. I mean, and if you're not breaking and running out, you're in trouble. Bar table, there's a little bit more strategy, but on a bigger table for good players, it's basically a run out game. And you still have to play good patterns. I mean, that's that's where straight pull comes in. It's a lot like a puzzle. It's a little puzzle of how do I run these balls? Which patterns do I play? What gives me the best opportunity? What gives me the most margin for error? Because that's a huge thing is hitting the cue ball in ways and playing positions in ways where you have more room from error. Maybe you're playing position to 2 potential balls, and there's a big mistake. Well, that's a big cue ball error there. So
Yeah.
at this point, Rabih's a huge favorite to win because, you know, when you get in this situation where you don't have any balls left, I mean, any good player's a huge favorite. And when I mean huge favorite, I mean like at least 9 out of 10, probably more to win from here if you're solids.
I don't think he's got enough reel to check this up and hit that 8 ball and pot it.
Yeah, he might be better going off the end rail. I don't know. Oh, no, I think he does. I think this is a good play. And he hits it perfect.
What a shot that was.
Yeah, now
That is beautiful.
That's a kind of a, even though you got to put English
banking
on it, this is kind of a common way to try to make a ball like this, is try to check the cue ball.
He
come
needed
straight
that
across.
left English just to straighten it. I didn't think he'd had enough reel there, Steve, but anyway.
But a lot of times, even if you don't have a ball in the way and all that, that's a good way to play that kind of steep angle, is put a little English so that you can get the cue ball to come straight across.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds like that's adding the complication that you don't need, but it can actually make that shot easier. I thought he had a pretty good chance of making that. Rabih's got to be shaking his head because he's probably thinking he was going to get to the table.
I was just about to say that, Steve. I hope Rabih's not quaking in his boots seeing that and thinking, well, what the hell am I going to have to do to get a rack in this game? We'll find out.
Well, I've seen some pretty phenomenal shots made on the 8 ball, you know, where, because guys will play safe, and I've seen people hit 4 rail shots and call them make the 8 ball, and you know, some crazy stuff. Because that's what ends up happening when you don't have any balls and the guy plays safe. You do some crazy kicking, so it does happen.
Right.
That one wasn't that hard. I bet you know, for a guy that kicks good, that's probably at least a 50-50 he's going to make it.
He's called the 1 ball. We can see where the problem is up table. 2 ball over the pocket, 8 ball blocking it. But if he uses his head here, the problem is, does he want to trifle with that 8 ball, playing a ball onto it to make the 2 ball, or does he want to play it direct and try and bump the back of the 12 or whatever ball that is?
I'd rather have the ball down on the end rail because you know you're sure you can control it. Trying to take a little piece of it, it's real easy to miss it. So we'll see what he decides to do. I mean, you want to get to this quick because you're not going to be able to control the cue ball that well. If you could leave the 3 ball there, that's ideal. If you don't, then you're going to have to get the cue ball out of there. If I was him, I'd try to get to it quickly.
He'd probably do that now, unless he's going to take the 6 first.
Well, you know, he could play the 4 and run the cue ball into the 8 ball here. That wouldn't be that bad a play. The only problem is he may block the pocket for his 3. But I mean, if it was me where he is right now, I'd probably try to move the 8 ball.
This is a scary one. Well, he's played that confidently.
And that's a good shot. And he got on the 3 ball.
Open.
This is beautiful.
8 balls open.
So, you know, it should be all pretty much done from here.
Well, now, this is where he doesn't want to baby this. He wants to make sure that 10 ball's out the way. He needs to get through.
Yeah, he either needs to go forward through on the left or stun it over. I would probably just go forward, but, you know, you got to make sure you hit this real high. If you catch a little piece of the 8 ball on the side, or the 10 ball on the side, that's fine. You just don't want to catch the 10 ball very full.
Now, he's digging down here, is he? Is he dragging this cue ball?
He is digging down. So, but you know, he's probably not sure about it. That's not my favorite way. If I wanted to go to that side of the 10, I would have just stunned it over. But
I didn't like that. I didn't like it. He's got out, of course, but I didn't like it. I wouldn't do it in the future.
He can roll this. Just got to watch out for the 9 ball. with these tight
Well,
pockets, leaving long shots isn't the greatest. Even just
he's a
stunning
bit
it over, he'd be a foot closer.
He's a bit straight in that
Oh,
5.
wow. He played the 5. I would have played the 6
dear.
there. I thought he was going to play the 6, roll the 6, and then play the 5.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I'm talking about as far as patterns go. Is
Yeah.
he's not playing a pattern that's making it very simple.
No.
You know, this game is all about simple. This game is you want to see somebody that plays this good game well, they're taking natural pass, they're letting the cue ball roll a lot, or stop or stun shots. They're just not doing anything fancy, and it just looks real easy. When you
And
see guys shooting all kinds of crazy shots, that's not a good thing.
Watch the scratch here. I don't like this. He's got to go forward. I mean, he's trying to dig. That's a great shot. I thought he finally just raised the cue and jacked it up. Well, I mean, he's got out in his way. It's not the best way, but, you know, fair play to him. He's got out.
Yeah, but
which is important.
It's not the kind of out that gives you confidence, or it wouldn't give me confidence. It's kind of a, you know who Alex Honnold is?
Nope.
He's the guy that free climbed El Capitan and Half Dome, and he did one of those TED Talks where he gets up and he talks about climbing Half Dome and makes it up. This is free climbing with no rope, so you fall, you die. And he said to the crowd, he says, you know, I was very unhappy after that climb. I didn't feel comfortable. I wasn't well enough prepared. And he talked about what he did for El Capitan. Well, right here, Romario, he just climbed Half Dome and didn't feel good about it because that out was very sloppy. Rabih. Well, I'm getting confused about who's playing. Yeah. I don't. I watched a lot of Star Trek too. Oh yeah. I do. You're right. Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. You know, but if you watch how Albin plays, just, you know, very simple, very precise, plays good patterns. It just looks like he can't fail because everything's going so well. Of course, till it doesn't, like the last rack where he made the mistake, but you know, he's not going to do that a whole lot. Oh, yeah, it's amazing. There's a film on him climbing it you can watch. It's just, yeah, but this is a little safer than free climbing El Capitan, but the same sort of thing applies. It's how well prepared you are, how you feel doing it. I know when I'm playing, if I run out like Rabih did, I would be not very happy about it. I would be like, man, I got to get things together because this is not what I want to be doing.
My mic got locked there, by the way.
Well, that
I
was
just saw Larry saying I'm muted when I noticed that my mic was locked for some strange reason.
Wow,
I don't know whether I've got a conflict with, what do you call it, Discord and bloody XSplit. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm back.
So Robbie's looking at maybe taking solitaire. He's looking at the combination. That's not a terrible move. The one thing is the stripes have 2 balls near the 8 ball, and one of them's kind of, you know, as far as getting to the 8 ball and playing it, the stripes are a lot better. But if you're going to take stripes, you got to figure out what you're going to do with the 11 ball. And so he's going to go ahead and take solids.
I think that 8 ball goes behind the 14. It's got a clear way to the pocket. So,
and it's actually pretty easy if you get on the 4 reasonably well to just slide over and shoot that. So if you're strategizing how to play the rack, you do not want to shoot that 4 ball. Now, you want to leave that to last.
You've got to take the 2 right now, haven't you?
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, he could take the 1, but I think The 2's probably better. Well, the 2 does go in the corner too, although it's only a part of a pocket. I think he's probably going to take it now. But, all the balls are down here. He's just kind of overrolled that, which didn't really want to do. He's still okay.
Welcome to Larry. Oh, there's Yamaguchi Taru. I never noticed him. Welcome.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Yama. Yama's in here. So
Welcome
he
to
should.
Slim.
This is just, play a good pattern, move the cue ball reasonably well. And that's a little bit funny again. I mean, Pool's one of these games where you keep getting funny, He's still okay.
Right.
He can go
Now,
to the 3 ball after this.
Well, he's got to sort of look who's arrived. He's got to nursemaid this in.
I would definitely be shooting the 7 ball here. I mean, this is just one of those little kind of dink shots. If you want, you can rub the 10 a little, but he's not feeling that.
This is going to go loose unless he holds this cue ball, or he might still have the 3. But does the 3 ball go?
It does, yeah, doesn't it? Oh, it doesn't.
That's a great shot.
Okay,
right
I was assuming the 3 ball went in the hole. It doesn't.
I thought that was in all the way till it hit the knuckle.
Yeah, well, I should have looked at that because he should have played a different pattern where he could get to the 3 ball. I mean, that's not a bad choice what he just did. He just tried to protect the pocket there.
Yeah. He's now in the head game now in this procedure.
Yeah, well, if you're Albin, you have choices. If you want, you can play safe just by putting them on the 12 ball. Rub the 10 and put them on the 12. You can also shoot the 10 into the 7, try to make the 7 or get it out of there, leave the 10 in front of the pocket. That's a good play. I don't think making balls out in the open is really that great unless you know how you're going to run out. You got to know how you're going to get the 11 out of there.
The 9 drops in. You could cut the 9, but why would you do that right now?
Why? Exactly. Yep. So he went the other way with the cue ball. Now that's a good shot because what he's done is he's gotten rid of his problem, and it's even a better shot the fact that he's covered the 4. So you want Rabih to move the 3 ball for you.
So he's got to drop behind this.
Well, he can just kind of slide off the 3 and leave the 11 still tied up if he wants. I mean, that's probably what I'd do, is just slide off the left side of it. I mean, Rabih's in trouble. There's no 2 ways about it, but you got to take the best play you can make.
Oh, I apologize. I never noticed Blind Hog. I didn't even notice the smell when you arrived. There you go.
That was not the kind of rub off you wanted. You wanted to leave that 3 ball real close to the 11.
He's opened it all up now, hasn't he? He's doomed here.
He's done. He was already in trouble, but now he's done. Yeah, those little shots where you're just trying to move balls a little and stuff, they're kind of tricky little shots, real touch shots.
Now, what does Albie do here? I mean, I'm sure he doesn't want to take the 15. He's going to take the 9, then the 15 and the 14. If it's the 14 rather than the 10, and then leave that 10 wide open in the middle of the table.
I don't like leaving the 10 to last, because those balls in the middle of the table can cause you real trouble down at the end if you get on them funny.
Well, he's forced into going loose now with the cue ball.
Yeah, well, I mean, that wasn't a very good play there. I might have gone 9, 10. Well, he was saving one of these balls to get down on these other balls, which I don't think is a bad idea. But
it's checked out to come back into the table again. He's going to be.
I think he's going to end up leaving a 10 ball to last there.
Yeah, he might be forced into doing it.
You can shoot it now, and he might. I mean, you can shoot it now and play back for the 15, but if you get funny, again, this situation with the 15-14, you can get funny on too. So he just needs to get on a 10 reasonably well here. I'd probably play conservative and play for it in the corner. And that's what he's doing. And see, that's a smart shot. And the reason it's a smart shot, and he could shoot in the side if he wants, but I'd probably shoot it in the corner. The reason why that's a smart shot is because he knew he could get position with a little angle on the 10 because it was
This
simple.
is still dodgy, by the way.
Well, he could miss this, but that was a good way to play it. He played a good shot, and
There
he
you
missed
go.
it.
There you go. Albie's caught out as well. Oh, he might getting jammy here. I think he's getting jammy, this Swede. Look at this.
Well, I mean, you can definitely go 3 rails or 3 or 4 rails and get on this 4 ball. He's looking at the bank, which isn't a bad play. I mean, obviously you got to make this. That's kind of it. He's going to have not that easy a shot on the 8 unless he banks this 10. He's not gonna, so he's just going to take the cut on it.
Checked it up just to try and
that's about as good as
Nothing
you're going to
wrong
do,
with that.
and that's
fine.
not bad. Yeah.
Now I've got a question to you, Steve. Have you ever heard any virtual pool players talking about the English bug in VP4? I.e., Slim was talking about it. I wasn't aware of it. I asked him to explain what it was about, and the one thing that I became aware of this afternoon. Slim is using parallel English. That's not the old original English, is it?
No.
That's a second choice, isn't it?
I think there is something in parallel English where it can do a funny.
Yeah. And he had it on his channel, and I don't know. Slim will tell you what he's doing, but when he has it on. When he goes to play a shot and he's moving the English on the cue ball, you then get a judder on the screen. So you do, and then I think he said it goes away, but it looks ugly. So
yeah, I think there's a synchronization problem with that, where it's doing one thing one frame and another thing another frame. Yeah, if he's got a video, I'd like to look at it and see what it's doing.
Well, it'll be on his channel for a week, but you're going to have to troll through it because I can't remember at what point in the match it was on the video.
You're supposed to give me a time code.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Slim will probably. You'll find out. The reason I wasn't really fully aware of what exactly it was is because I've got it in pivot English. I've been so used to that, and there's nothing happens in it.
Not many people use the parallel English, and it was just another option for visualization because people do a lot of different things. Honestly, I don't really like pivot English because the way I shoot in real life, I don't pivot the cue. I move everything. My whole body moves. I don't just swing the cue. So, but you can't do that in VP. So it's either swing the cue or do parallel or don't do anything and just move the cue back and forth, the original, which I'm actually more comfortable with that than the pivoting the cue.
Well, here's the thing, Slim. Slim says he sent it to you a long time ago. Now, you may well be able to troll through your sent email, Slim, and send it again. Yeah,
well, you know how I am. I get distracted and away it goes into the ether. Send it again and I'll take a look at it. I'm pretty sure I know what the issue is, or the basic cause of the issue is a sync issue.
Anyway,
they have to, all that stuff has to be synced up when you go to render, or it's not going to look right. So anyhow, it's now 3-1. This is pretty good chance for Rabih. He's looked pretty good. Honestly, for what his rating is, he's looked better than I thought he would be. So he's not doing bad. He's got a little issue here where he's going to have to kind of hit a cute little shot here. I would play position on the short side of the 2 because you got the 5 ball there too. That's kind of like one of those kind of things in games like this. Play position for 2 balls.
Slim, guess what I was watching midweek?
That's what I was done. Oh,
I was watching the Green Mile.
Beautiful.
That's a John Coffey line you've just said. Up that, boss.
It'll wear you out.
I needs to talk to you, boss.
How do you think
Then
those guys playing the Reyes Cup felt?
Well, what was the final score in that? A bloodbath?
It was it 10-4? I think it was either or 11-4.
I thought
I think it was
must be 11, I
11-4.
think.
It was
Yeah, I think
11-4,
it was
11-3. I don't remember. But it
Yeah.
was.
a bloodbath.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of the world did a little better today, but they were so far down. AJ Manis was the MVP, which is saying something for an 18-year-old. He played phenomenal.
I take it you've seen the Green Mile with Big John Coffey.
Hasn't everybody seen the Green Mile?
Yeah. That was about the 5th or 6th time I saw it midweek. I think Tom Hanks, I wonder if, and here's a question I would love to ask Tom Hanks. I would say, Tom, when John Coffey did you over and relieved you of your bladder problem.
Oh, wow.
How many takes did you do when you went for a pee to get that face? Did you do it in one take?
That was brutal. You ran out. The whole rack had a good shot on the 8. It wasn't a difficult shot, and he hung it up.
That's what hurts.
Wow, that really hurts. Well,
that's just how you get punished.
Albie's got some work to do here. He needs to get behind that 12 and 11 ball, and you could do it right here, the old zigzag. You hit this hard, you go long rail, end rail, and over to the 12.
What if he lands right on top of the 11 ball and has no shot?
He's going to try to draw this, which I think you can here.
Yeah, he's avoided it. He's overhit this, but he's going to bail out in the 11.
No, that's beautiful. I mean, that's in real life, I'd be zigging and zagging every time there, because that draw shot's pretty tricky to hit sweet all the time. But maybe on VP it's easier.
For a minute. I was thinking for a minute he was trying to get. Is that the 13 ball in the middle of the table or the 9? I thought he was trying to go in it first and draw to the rail. But anyway.
Yeah, well, he did what he needed to do. He got behind the balls he needed to do, and that's c'est la vie.
Does it still take ages for the VP4 serial transfer to a new PC? No, what you do is you get into a live stream and you tell Steve that you've got a new PC and you want your serial sorted out straight away. That's how you deal with it. You talk to the organ grinder. You don't talk to the monkey. You get a hold of the main man.
Hang on.
Steve's having a fit.
That question with the dumb answer made me suck down my Mexican coffee with habanero pepper in it down the wrong pipe.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so it never took ages. Here's the thing. It'll automatically email a serial. But for whatever reason that doesn't work, you can just go online. You go to the downloads page. You can download VP4 there, and you can also look at your serial.
Yeah.
You got to say yes. You got to say yes. You got to say yes to the transfer before you go look at the serial. But, yeah, I mean, either way, it should be pretty much instantaneous. Sometimes people have changed their email address or something, or sometimes you could have email delivery problems once in a while. But for the most part, that usually works. But you don't even need that. Wow. Yeah, you did me in there, Hugh. My windpipe is still burning.
Took about a week. Well, I had no problems when I got my new PC a long time ago. I had no problems.
Just go to the downloads. It's trivial. I don't know why it would take a week.
Well, we're talking about a guy who asked me advice on Windows 11, Steve. So that shows you what educational level he's at.
Now, just go online. The downloads up on the nav bar, and when you get in there, you'll see your download button for VP4, and you'll see a little button that says View Serial. You just click on that, and it shows you the serial number.
Well, Rabih.
Well, Rabih needs to do something here. He's going to get blown away.
Yeah, well, this is good to be in at the thick end against a multiple world champion.
You'd like to, would you really like to? I guess you almost do have to move this because it's kind of hard to get to where that 8-ball is.
Yeah, and I
Now's
think
as
the
good a
process
time
of
as
that.
any. He decides to play a moving game, which the problem with trying to play a moving game with Albin is that, you know, he's going to move better, but Rabih does have better table position at this point. We'll see what happens. I mean, Albin's a good enough player that he might get out, or, you know, the thing is, if you don't want to try to run out here, you can just try to move, and that's what Albin's doing. Albin's going,
Yeah.
you know, this run out's too hard, so I'm going to move. I'm going to try to make my table position better. And I hope all you guys are watching this. Here's one of the favorites to win this, and he's not shooting at balls.
No, you can't. No, you can't have a serial for more than one PC.
You can transfer it, but there's a limit. You know, I think it's like 6 a year or something. It's like it's to the machine, but you know, like if you go to Europe for the summer and you take your laptop and you know you want it on that, you can do it. You just can't transfer it back and forth all the time. Now you can if you have Steam. That's one advantage of Steam is you can move it.
That I'm
all
glad
you
you
want.
said. I'm glad you said Steam there, Steve, because that was what I wanted to say to you. Were you now? You know how we're talking about these Vietnamese players coming into VP4. Did you know, or was you aware that Steam is banned in Vietnam?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're not the only place. So what a lot of these countries have done is they have said that you can only sell software here if you go through somebody locally. So basically, and China's done the same thing. China has said you can't sell software here unless you go through somebody locally.
Yeah.
So they want you to go through somebody locally who's going to take probably 30% of your revenue, and who may not pay you. You know, that's the other thing is then you got to get paid by them.
Yeah.
And my answer has always been no. So for Steam, it's a little bit more of a problem. For Virtual Pool, it's not such a problem because you know, they can buy it online. On phones, people will get an account outside. On a lot of phones, like on Android, there's third-party sites where you can buy APKs and download them and install it yourself. You don't have to go to the Play Store. So there's ways around it, but that's kind of an unfortunate situation that some of these governments are just trying to force you to go do business there. Well, it could be worse.
Exactly it. Yeah, that was a gist of the post I was reading about. You know, Vietnam trying to protect their own businesses and making sure that they're getting the business, that sort of thing.
It's not trying to protect their own businesses. They're trying to take your money.
Take your money, but
I mean, that's why very few software companies opt to go with a local partner because. Now, if Tencent comes to me and says they want to publish it, yeah, okay, I'll deal with Tencent. But Tencent's going to make me a ton of money. If I give up half my revenue to Tencent, I'll still make way more money because they're going to sell a lot. But other than a major publisher, it's just not worth doing it.
Here's a cue ball. I think he's okay.
Well, it's a crazy business. I mean, it's stupid. I'll tell you, it's even worse than some countries because it's not just software. So in South Africa, if you want to come in there and do business, you have to give up 30% to a local businessman. It's just corruption. It's just a scam. So when Elon Musk, who's put Starlink into 5 different African countries, and they need it because they don't have broadband, South Africa told him he had to give half his company business in South Africa to a local guy. And you know, this is a guy that's spending billions to put all these satellites up. And he's South African. That's where he's from. He just told him to get screwed. I'm not doing that. So South Africa doesn't have Starlink. I mean, it's just stupid. But anyhow, that's the end of my rant. Sorry, guys.
I got him started there, folks.
Yeah, that's your fault, Hugh. I'm blaming that rant on you.
Well, here's the end of my story. The reason I got to talking about the Vietnamese and VP4 is that when I did a search for Vietnamese gaming sites and forums, and basically, to cut a long story short, never found anything. That Copilot thing came up saying that most of the Vietnamese use groups on Facebook and stuff like that, you know, social media, rather than gaming websites, gaming forums. So anyway, I did a search on Facebook and I found Hanoi Gaming, and it's got 1,400 members. Now, that's 1,400 people that might come in and have a look at VP4. That was my thinking, right? However, it's a private group. I looked at the posts in the last month. There's only been 20 posts. There was one post today, and it's already gone past 48 hours, and they still haven't accepted my joining the group.
I can probably get somebody to post there because I've got connections with people in Vietnam. I can probably get somebody to post on it. Pool is huge in Vietnam now. I mean, it's just exploded.
Well, the other thing about it is...
The thing is most Vietnamese don't have PCs. Most of them just have phones. I'm not saying that there's not a significant amount with PCs, because there are. But if you look at how many people don't have a PC and only use their phone, it's probably 90% plus.
Yeah. Now, I read their rules and regulations for their group, and they've actually, in the header for their page, it says game developers and stuff. And in the ruling, you can post about your game if you have a game. Just not spam about it time and time again. You know, you can do like a sort of introduce yourself thing, post that, and you know, a link to the game.
Well, I don't think it's worth posting anything until I get the Vietnamese translation up and running. I mean, I've done the Vietnamese translation. Now I'm working on, you know, after doing this beta, I'm working on dealing with the font issues and automating some of the modification and translation changes, and just getting to the point where I think I have something I can put up and release. And even if it's a shitty Vietnamese translation, it's better than forcing them to read English, because, you know, it's not like Europeans where a lot of them know English.
Yeah, and actually, one of their rules on their page is that you have to post in English.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Anyway, where have we got to here? Well, Rabih can still be in this, but he's going to have to hold himself together here.
He's looking like he wants to shoot the 14 now. I don't think I would. I think I would shoot the 12 and come around and shoot the 14. That looks like what he's going to do. You know, this is 2 rails back out for the 14. You just don't want to overhit it. Obviously, you got to avoid the 1 ball, but, you know, that shouldn't be too tough. Now, see, that's just lack of knowledge of how to move the cue ball. I mean, that's just a poor choice. That was 2 rails all the way, and the only way you could really screw yourself was, you know, giving you
and again,
came inside the 1 was going long and hooking yourself. And if you did that, you still had the 11 ball.
Exactly. That's the thing that puzzles me, and why he didn't see, to me, the obvious shot. You know, he's now going to have to dig himself out a hole, and if this doesn't go in, even if it does, he's not going to be good on this ball, I don't think, unless he can hold it up dead weight.
I'll say this. This is one of the problems with, you know, I can go get stats. I can do reports on what people play, and it's predominantly 9 ball. If you want to be good at pool, you need to play straight pool, 8 ball, 1 pocket. I mean, all those kind of games will teach you so much more about pool than 9 ball. If you only play 9 ball, then you just don't learn to move the cue ball as well. You don't learn precision. You don't learn to kick as well. You don't learn to bank as well. I mean, it's one thing after the other.
This is beautiful. Shot that was.
Yep, he's
that's an excellent shot. I mean,
He's
if
finding a
that's
way
not
out.
confident, I don't know what is.
He's finding a way out. You got to give him credit for that. It may not be the prettiest, but it's still effective.
Now, watch this one ball. He's going to nip across the table here. He just has to be careful. And there he's done for. He's done for with the cut.
You know, this has just been, it's kind of been painful to watch because he's done all this great stuff to get to the point where he's going to win, and then he's dogging it.
That's how it hurts.
Yeah, that hurts a lot.
Oh, get 19 in. Welcome, everybody, especially the ones that aren't talking.
That's just brutal.
Yeah, but the trouble, Slim, is most people want the easy way out, and the easy way out is 9-ball. Let's be clear on that. That's generally what most people are up
I
to.
don't think that's how you spell Lebanon, by the way.
How did I spell it? Maybe it was a typo. In fact, where's it saying Lebanon? Welcome to Deadhead.
You have Sweden versus Lebanon down in your text for the YouTube text for the stream.
Lebanon. I must have made a typo then.
Yeah. Well, I is next to O on the keyboard, so you might have just missed the key.
Oh, welcome to Spud Boy. Are you fixed, Spud Boy?
Oh, Bedhead's there. Bedhead's here. Spud Boy's here. We got the whole gang there.
Come on, Spud Boy. Don't tell me you haven't noticed the little mute button down in the volume level for YouTube. Please tell us. He says he has no sound. Tell us you've found it.
Did he get Windows 11 working?
Well, that's what I'm excited to find out.
Well,
he
Rabih's
said, "Oh no,
at
wait
the
a minute."
table, trying again.
He says, "Be right back." I didn't notice that part. He's probably. I wonder if he's messing about with speaker cables and stuff like that. Has he actually checked the mute? And I'm one to talk about checking the mute.
He's in an interesting situation here. Boy, he's going to try to play this combination. Boy, this is, I don't know about this.
Yeah, that's a tall order.
That was a tough shot. I haven't been doing anything to look at where to put the cue ball, even if I had to kick at one of my balls just to not give Albin a shot. Although with all the balls on the table, it might have been tough. Because the end result of this is going to be a loss. I mean, if you didn't make that, you were probably losing.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of evidence that Albinario is going downhill and losing his touch, have we, folks? There's not much evidence of that. That's what everybody's looking for. Albinario is bound to drop off. He's bound to get too old to play this game. The eyes are going to start going in Albinario at some point.
I know. Albinario's, his skill level's just been high for a long time.
You say Windows 11's glitchy. I'm not having any problems with Windows 11. If anything, my PC's running better. XSplit, touch wood. I'm not going to say anything about XSplit, but XSplit's working fine.
A lot of people don't like Windows 11, but a lot of the complaints are about the interface and things like that, which you can work on if you want.
That's the first thing I fix every time.
Yeah,
get rid of all that crap.
But I've had pretty good luck with Windows 11. It seems more stable than 10 was.
No, I mean, describe glitchy for one thing. I mean, glitchy. What does that mean? Yeah, yes, we would all still love to stay with Windows 10. Anyway, I don't care as long as my PC's working. I don't care. I don't honestly care what version of Windows I've got, as long as the PC boots up and I can still do this. Then that'll do for me. Oh, now that's another thing I needed to tell you, Steve. I was talking about this last night on the stream. I discovered a new game that's coming out, and this will suit you down to a T. And you need to get back into actual gaming, Steve. And I've thought about how you have to you have to take these 2-3 weeks off during the summer and go tramping up mountains, which is, you know, it's all very well, but it's dangerous. It's a dangerous place to be. There's a new game coming out. Listen to this. I can't remember what it's called. It might just be called Mount Everest. It's a 1-to-1 scale Mount Everest, and the whole idea of the game is that you plot your way up the mountain, and you can post your route, and so others can try the route that you're going. I think you would love that game. I think it'd be right up your street, and it
Sounds like it might be fun.
Well, yours truly he is mug enough to actually try it. I can't wait till it comes out. I'll be having a go at that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do it. Well, I mean, I don't see where this is going to go wrong. He's sitting pretty good here.
See,
If you are going to leave a ball that's extended, you know, and see, this is a little tricky because he's not going to get an angle. The 8 doesn't go in the side pocket. He's going to have to go down off the end rail and either shoot it in the same side or shoot it in the corner.
This is going a wee bit dodgy.
He's a little thinner than he'd like.
Now he's going to give a demonstration to Rabih how to cut an 8 ball.
Well, he's hoping he's gonna. I mean, his pockets are a little tighter, but they're not ridiculous. I mean, if you guys watch the Reyes Cup, I mean, pockets were, you know, they're playing on pretty tight pockets, and they won away from, you know, they don't put new felt on the tables like before. The Matchroom did so many things wrong, but luckily they fixed just about all of them. And
was that the table gets going? No, it wasn't.
The table gets broken in and starts playing tough, and you know, you see guys miss balls, you see guys play a lot of more safeties. It actually makes it a lot better. But those pockets are tighter than these pockets are on in this tournament.
Well, it's more bad news for Rabih. Albie's got a ball, and
yeah, and this table looks pretty good.
Good.
I mean, he'll go to the 3 right here. That's his biggest problem.
Yeah, just straightened that up.
Yeah, and
problem solved.
This looks pretty good.
It's just that he's nailed to the rail. He would have liked to have been, you know, a couple inches off the rail, but
yeah, I mean,
it'll do.
He needs to get to the 7 and the 5. You want to get those balls out of there. It would be nice to shoot the 2 last if you can. I'm not sure what he's doing there. Why didn't he just go 7-5? What's he doing? Wow, that was a mystery shot.
You still in Windows 10, Cobra? Well, it's the easiest upgrade you'll get. Loads of videos to tell you how to upgrade it, and dead simple. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah, it's going downhill. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he thought he would have trouble. Maybe he thought he'd have trouble getting to the 4. I thought if he got on the 5, he could roll through and shoot the 4 in the side or something. I don't know. But this is not how you want to. Oh, he's still got the 6 ball up there. I never saw that. Wow.
Yeah.
Green ball and green felt.
Oh, he's nailed that. Center pocket.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh, disaster. Well, again, Rabih's got his chance. And of course, we all say he should be out. You know, there's not an issue in the table.
I don't say that. I say this is a must do. This is like, if you don't get out here, you can just almost just pack it in. And I don't get that shot. That was, you know, the thing is, guys, is when you've got ball in hand, especially, you should be rolling the cue ball into position, not trying to draw into position, maybe stun in position. If you're drawing the ball, it must be a pretty special situation. When you got all those balls on the table, if you can't find a shot, you can hit
Well,
it and just roll a
it's
cue
all
ball
about-
in. You're not doing something right.
I mean, with ball in hand, as you said, it's about simplicity and keeping it simple. You know,
Oh boy.
oh dear. I mean, that was the biggest problem for UK Twister the other night. I mean, he was at a loss sometimes as to his patterns. It cost him dearly, and he was nervy.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, see, draw is unreliable. This is what you see when you see like high intermediate players in real life. You'll watch a lot of them and they'll draw the ball a lot, and they've become reliant on it. It's like a comfort shot. But the thing is it's way more
No.
consistent going forward with the cue ball and letting it roll.
Well,
You don't want to be playing draw shots all the time.
maybe Albie's eyes are going a bit because he skimmed that 6 ball trying to thin cut it to that corner pocket.
That wasn't the easiest shot in the world. Bedhead maybe thinks it is, but
yeah. Well, only you and myself remember UK Twister because there's nobody else, and Larry as well. Larry will remember him. As I say, I used to play him at snooker a lot. And it's amazing that, I mean, like I said the other night, I don't know whether he left VP3 before GameSpy died. I can't remember, but he's only been back 10 months in Virtual Pool 4. So he's gone and got a job and all sorts of stuff.
well, this is not really how you want to be on this 9 ball.
Uh-oh.
Well, at this low of an angle, he can hit the rail probably, as long as he keeps it inside of the last diamond, this is probably in.
Well, he should never miss this.
Yep, and just inside the last diamond, and it's in.
That just proves it, folks, that even Albinario makes mistakes, and, you know, when you start making mistakes, it generally doesn't end up good, the rack, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, Rabih's lucky he won that game. He's got 5 balls on the table with ball in hand, and he shoots a draw shot and leaves himself nothing.
He didn't. I mean, this is the thing. You get players with ball in hands, and you think they're doing everything to try and not get out. I saw too much evidence of that the other night.
Let's put it this way. Like, if I was playing like in a team or I was playing doubles or something like that, and I was playing with somebody that did that, I'd be going like, I'm never playing with this guy again. I mean, it's that bad to do that. I mean, I know that's a little harsh to say that, but, you know, I want you guys to learn how to play better. And you got to understand that, like, going to a draw shot in that situation is just the absolute worst thing you can do.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear,
boy.
He's taking his eye off the ball because he's checking that cue ball
you
up
know,
big time.
He's putting English on it, and that definitely makes pocketing the ball harder. I'm not saying he shot the wrong shot or anything, but, you know, the execution wasn't there.
Stubb comes into the room, Muslim power, show him, and then he disappears.
Freaking Stubb. All right,
that's him in another profile. He's back to his original profile. He's been in his other profile, and then he's been in that one.
See, what he doesn't realize, I've done this to him once before, is I can ban him from the website. I don't have to do it. He thinks he's going to come in, do that crap, and then log out before I can get to him. Like, I won't be able to do anything.
Oh.
I'm going to go put a ban on his ass right now.
Now, how many of you guys, here's the thing, I was having a laugh with Stubb the other night. I was winding him up. Have any of you guys seen Stubb's video on YouTube of him playing pool? Well, anyway, I discovered, I actually went into YouTube and I typed in one-arm pool player to see if I could find any other videos. And I found a guy, it's a 12-year-old video. He's obviously got 2 arms. And he shoots with the cue in his chin, holding it with one hand. And I was winding Stubb up saying, you know, this guy's actually better than you, Stubb. And he's actually genuinely playing with one arm. He's not doing what you're doing, resting it on your stub. I didn't get any reply, though. I was asking me if he'd actually gone and watched it. The guy's bloody good, I'll tell you. Well,
Stubb plays pretty good. I've seen his
he
video
does
of him
play
playing.
good.
He plays.
Yeah.
I was actually impressed. He does play pretty good.
Well, he might have
one-handed.
been born. He could have been born like that. Wit. You never know.
I don't know the story behind that, but you know, the way he plays is interesting because he uses his left hand to stroke the cue. So he uses his bridge hand to stroke the cue, and you know, he pockets balls well. His cue ball movement's pretty good. I mean, it's hard for him to be super precise with that, but he plays way better than I would ever expect somebody playing like that could.
He lost it in the war. I love that. Is that what he told you? Oh dear. What was he? What was he like? 13 years old, and who recruited him? I mean, he's a bit young to have been in the Second World War.
All right,
what are we talking about?
So he's been banned for 12 hours.
Oh dear. That might force him to come into the stream now. Now, of course, he'll get that message when he actually tries to come back into the lobby. That's the first thing that pops up in the window when he tries to come back in. And he's going to come in here and start ripping into you, Steve. You know that.
He's a one of a kind person. There's only one of him, and that's probably a good thing. All right, so Alvin tries to move some balls, and yeah, this is looking like another rack he's probably going to run out. He's probably going to have to shoot the 12-5 combo. He could go up table, but I think they're sitting good enough that you might as well shoot the combo. He's probably going to go to it right now, come across and play it. It is not dead enough that you can just get any way on it. Well, he decides to actually bump him. I'm not sure I like that. I thought that combo was easy enough. You should play for it.
Well, now he's just going to try and nip back and chip the 2 in as well. Is he? No, in fact, he had the wrong angle.
Yeah, he had the wrong angle, but he's good. Yeah, he can play the 4 ball off the 15 if he wants.
Yeah.
You just got to make sure that the 15 stays away from the 7, which it should.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually going to knock the 15 into the table. In fact, he's not messing with it. Yeah,
he's going to play this way. Well, he had this, and this is actually a better way to go. Yeah, I mean, Albin runs out really good. I mean, and I think he plays the moving game pretty well too.
Yeah, but he's well. See, this is another thing I keep ranting on about. He's well in tune with his mouse, and that's what gives you it gives you the comfort and reliability of the stroke with the mouse. This is why people have to dial in better.
Yeah, and this kind of game where you need to have precision cue ball movement, you need to have good speed. So you're right. It's important that the mouse is set up well, and you can get that kind of speed.
And there's probably a lot, I keep saying that as well, there's a lot of people don't pay any attention to it, or very little. They'll tweak something, that'll do, let's just get to shooting. You know, and they don't realise how much better they would be if they actually just worked a little bit, tweaking it up and down.
Yeah, well,
if something if you're not comfortable with something, just try a little bit more or whatever.
As far as pool goes, and this is true for both real life pool and for virtual pool, the hardest thing to control is ball speed.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you're a good player, you can control the line of the balls pretty well. But speed's always a thing that is the hard thing to control. And you'll play types of position where you have room for speed error if possible, because that's the hard thing to control. So the better you are with speed, the higher your level potential is.
Now, is he going to leave himself short in this 6 ball? Because then he'll have maybe too high an angle. This is where he has to be careful a wee bit.
This is a little bit trickier.
Yeah.
He may not shoot for it here. He is, And that's really well done. Now, I'll tell you why
Yeah,
that's
he's
so,
got
so
there.
smart. It's so smart because he went straight across where the rail would help him with the speed. That was really a smart shot. He didn't try to get close to the 6-ball. He knew if he went across and hit the rail there, not only would it kill the ball, but he'd have a shot on the 6.
Yeah,
and that was really
yeah,
smart.
that's the thing. Recognizing the danger, doing it the right way
Well,
to avoid anything silly.
It's giving yourself the most margin of error.
Oh, I thought for a second there he was going to be right on the tip.
As long as he got the line of the cue ball there, it was hard to go wrong.
Well, the pain will be over soon enough, Rabih. I mean, he's done well getting 3 racks, let's be honest.
Yeah, and he could have got more. He had a lot of opportunities that.
Oh yeah, he should be sitting in at least 5 right now. At least 5 he should be on.
I mean, it's a tall order for him to beat Albin, but he could have had more games.
I think people try to be no. I would disagree with that. I think the exact opposite of that. They're not trying to be precise enough at all.
I'll say this, okay? You need to recognize when you need to be precise and when you can play more area position, because you're right in a sense that there's times where you don't want to be too precise because that can mess you up, but you have to recognize when you need to be precise. The other thing is you've got to recognize the patterns and cue ball movements that give you the most margin of error. And it's a combination of all these things. But this game definitely requires a lot more precision than 9-ball because in 9-ball you can play area position most of the time. And in this game, you can't always do that.
See, the one thing that you got in your favour, Coldest Pillow, is that you've been mostly a snooker player. So the thing about that is you've got the snooker brain in the sense of moving the cue ball and position as far as that goes, and you can utilise that obviously in this game. But 9-ball players who all they do all year is play 9-ball, then come into a tournament like this with tight pockets. The biggest weakness is the accuracy, the more detailed control of the cue ball you need, and how you work out your patterns. You get off so lightly in 9-ball playing just that habitual loose play because you get away with it most times. That this game you're going to get found out. And that's why the top class players are going to always be getting to the business end. Oh dear.
I think he was trying to bump the 10 and stop, and that wasn't it. Well, you know, let me say what Hugh was saying in one sentence. If you play good patterns, then it makes the game simple. And if you don't play good patterns, then all of a sudden it gets hard. And what I mean by it gets hard is it gets hard with what you have to do with the cue ball. As soon as you have to start spinning up the cue ball, you're in trouble because it's harder to control it. You want to play patterns where it's stop shots, stun shots, rolling the ball. You don't want to have to do anything crazy. I don't know what Robbie's going to do here, but he's
he's still in the middle of scratching his head, Steve. That's what he's doing. Yeah,
I mean, he's got a path he can get to it. He can kick one rail at the 2, or possibly more. That's not going to do it.
Right. No,
so I think this is what do you call it? This is after Last Chance Saloon.
Yeah,
you've been to the saloon, and that's been it.
It was time. It was time for Arnie. It's hasta la vista, baby.
But 8-ball is very similar to straight pool in the idea of pattern play. You know, I mean, they go hand in hand. If you play good straight pool, you're going to play good 8-ball. I mean, it's hard. It's almost impossible not to play good 8-ball if you play good straight pool. Now you got to learn some of the peculiarities of the game as far as moving and when you want to play safe and, you know, But as far as the pattern play goes, there's not a whole lot of difference.
Well, Albinario just nailing the final nails into Rabih's coffin for this match.
Yeah, well, Albin's looking really good. I mean, he didn't really get tested tonight. I mean, Albin's human. He's like anybody else. He can feel pressure, but there wasn't much for him tonight.
Not a great deal of evidence that he's slipping down in his level.
Yeah. Well, your old age adage is, I think he's a ways from having trouble with that.
Right. Well done to Albinario. Take your chances, Rabih. That's what you have to do in the one-loss side. Make more of them because, some of these guys are going to come out over and bump into you again, I'm afraid. But good luck. Right. So
yeah, he's not out of the tournament. You got a lot of play left.
A quick refresh first. Let's just do a quick update. Top to bottom on the winner's side, we have Albinario now through to round 3, and here we go. Look who Albinario's probably. Well, I'm 90% certain that Stubbs going to be playing Albi round 3. No disrespect to Liquid, but that is on the cards. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I don't know how Stubb would have a chance of beating Albin. Not the way he's been playing. I mean, he just flies at everything. That's not going to work against Albin.
We've got this match with River City and Balls. Don't know what's happening there. Coldest Pillow waiting on another victim. Coldest Pillow will be strong favourite in that. And then, of course, now through to round 4, we have Cobra, and it's again building up here in the winner's side. Cobra sitting pretty where he is. Come through a battle today. Albinario, One Pocket Slim, a big danger in the one-loss side as well. So there's
put that in between there and click that. I want to see where Slim went.
Where Slim went?
Yeah, put that in between Cobra and One Pocket Slim. Put the cursor in between it, make it turn yellow, and click on it.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, move
there he is.
There. Now click on it. There you go.
He's got a long while to wait. He's right up until November the 17th.
He's got the one there, Spectre, Don, and Rabih.
Right, well, and the one-loss side, it's more or less still taking shape, really. Not a great deal. Well, we have Acero has gone through. Again, he's going to have a little wait for that win with Romario. Now, I mentioned this last night. We had Shibo, who didn't show up for his match, and we had Mr. Fox, who didn't show up for his match. So whether the two of these...
No, Fox played a match. He played one match.
He's played a match, but he didn't play his second
match he missed, yeah.
Right, so whether the two of these are actually going to appear at all, nobody knows. I haven't heard anything from Shibo. I can message him on Facebook and ask him, but I don't know what happened there. So, I mean, that could be just an advancement on one of them, toss of a coin. We've got Viking waiting there on the one-loss side, and we have Bankster, who's waiting in a loser coming across from the Balls River City match. And then further down, you've got the Spectre Don Rabih match. So poor Rabih hasn't had it easy, has he? Look at who he gets in round 2. He gets Albinario, gets drilled there, and then he's got to deal with Spectre Don. Poor Rabih. I'm feeling for him.
Spectre Don, yeah, that's kind of not a great draw, those two.
you can't ask for more with that one. You're not going to get many better players than those two. And then down at the bottom, we've got UK Twister, who has decided... I don't know whether he realises he can change his name, because this Phil MW44 does my head in. Anyway, that's that. As far as the schedule goes, lo and behold, we are clean. There is nothing there.
Okay, so I have questions before everybody goes. So Cobra said that he wanted Banks, start Banks. Are you guys ready for Banks? Should I put a Bank World Championship up? Anybody want to respond to that?
Look at all these wild responses. Larry wants Banks. I know Larry wants Banks. Larry says I saw him miss twice. Are we talking about Albie?
Yeah.
What did I miss there? Slim wants it.
2's not terrible.
Cobra wants it.
Slim wants it.
Larry wants it, but he's shy. Slim wants anything. He doesn't care.
So we're going to do the same thing it was before. Race to 6 in the winners, race to 4 in the losers, single final to 8. Is that what you guys want? Well, something, anything. I mean, I can put 10 ball up or something. You know, there's other choices. I could put Honolulu up as soon as I do the update.
What updates? What updates? When's that happening, Steve?
Well, I mean,
is it, you do it after you put more languages in, or what?
No, I had to get set up so that I could retranslate. It's just an automation thing, not functional. So I've been doing that. I've got to get set up so I can run other fonts and let the user choose them. I've got to get set up so that we can download language translation files with the updater. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff I have to do, but the reason why that's why I can't put the update out. The update has a bug fix for Honolulu.
Right. So Honolulu's not in the cards then, unless you're going to prepare to wait a bit longer until the update's done. So Banks would be favourite.
I mean, we haven't done Banks in a long time.
Banks on tight pockets, Slim.
Oh God,
that could be a killer.
I don't know that we should go to that.
Coldest pillow wouldn't. In fact, Cobra wouldn't mind 3 cushion. Albinario wouldn't mind 3 cushion. When was the last 3? Who won the 3 cushion world championship? That was Albie.
Chiku won it.
Chiku won it, didn't he? Chiku wouldn't mind it. Defended his title. But is it a year? Is it a year gone?
It's 2 years it's 2 years gone right now. It was 2023 October. Well, Bankpool is 2023 April.
Well, there you go. Toss a coin. I'm staying out of it. But yes, we should be in preparation for something else getting up and running, I think. But whatever it is.
Banks on the 3 cushion table. Yeah, I'll set that up for you. Race to 1.
Right. Are we done?
All right. I'm going to set Banks up right now.
Right. So it's going to be Banks then.
Yeah, I'll start in 3 weeks. You guys got to figure out how to get 16 players in it, because that's going to be the minimum.
A clock this time, says Larry. Yeah. Just get that dig in there, Larry.
Oh, what?
A quick hint. Put a shot clock in.
Yeah, the Honolulu bug is fixed. The problem is I got to do an update. It was only a bug for the not forced call, where you didn't have to call the balls. There was a bug in that version, that option of it, and that's how we need to play the tournament. So unfortunately, you can't even practice that way right now.
Yeah.
This update's been a long time coming.
I thought Rabih must have to rush off. I thought he was maybe coming into the stream so we could rip him apart and give him encouragement, but he's left the building by the looks of it.
We'll have a shot clock on it. We had a shot clock on 8 ball until somehow it disappeared.
Yeah, that means that Steve forgot to put it in. That's tech talk for forgetting to put it in.
It was in there. It was a little bit of a somehow when I updated some things, it disappeared. It was, and then it wasn't.
That's a good answer, Steve. We believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you
guys should believe anything. You guys all are computer users. Magical mystery things happen. They happen to me too.
Oh, we've seen enough updates in here and how you've broken things doing updates. Yeah. We're well aware of that. Yeah, and so it is believable. It is believable. Yeah.
All right, so I'm setting up Bankpool now. It should be up tonight.
Well, there you go. Well, now the thing is, I think all of them that are intending to go in it, they're going to have to encourage a few people to try it out, because if it's a minimum 16...
Yep.
You might be clutching at straws near the deadline.
Yeah, because I don't know how many people want to play it. Let's see. What do we have last time? So
No, I
we
think
ended
you
up.
might have been.
We ended
Well,
up
you mu-
getting.
Must have had 16, surely.
We got
Don't call me
19
Shirley.
players. Last time we got 19 players.
Well, that gives us hope.
And the winner last time
Yeah, I forgot who won that.
was Albinario.
Oh, well, there's a surprise. I'll be winning another one.
And let's see who he played in the final. He played Cobra in the final.
Oh, there's another surprise. What a shock. Everybody
And-
gasped in amazement that it was those two that got to the final.
The hot seat match was Cobra against Bedhead.
Yeah.
So Bedhead,
Yeah.
so then Albinario barely beat Bedhead. So Bedhead's pretty strong at this. Albinario
Yeah.
beat Bedhead 4-3 in the finals of the losers, and then beat
Oh,
Cobra
no.
8-6 in the final.
Bedhead's not even here now, I don't think, but I wonder if he's going to actually get round to making sure he gets in, especially
I
the
was
one that
very
he should have been
surprised
defending.
he didn't come into this one being the defending champ. Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, if he's another one that's tramping about the place and not at home, then he probably wasn't aware.
Yeah. Well,
I beat him 6-0 and then he practiced. We're talking about Bedhead.
I think he's. I'm not sure. We might be talking about Alvin, but yeah, practice does sort of do that for you.
Who said, was it Gary Player that said the more I practice, the better I get? Somebody said that line.
No, he said the more I practice, the luckier I get.
Well, the luckier I get, yeah. Which is true. And when you read between the lines and understand it, the more you practice, the luckier you get. But yeah, get the banks practice going. But not on this present 9-foot table with tight pockets, I hasten to add, because we could be there all night.
Well, if you guys want, we can play on a bar table. That would go. That's a lot different game.
Oh dear.
But, I mean, I think it's a good game on a 9-foot table.
Well, that's true, Slim. Yeah. You don't take them on, you'll never get them. Okay, folks, I think we'll call it quits.
Yep.
I think that's about it. Thanks all for your company. Thanks, Steve, for his contributions.
Thank you, Hugh, for the stream.
Hit the like button out. Sheer sympathy, for goodness sake. Just hit it.
There's one like, and that's me.
It only takes. See, that's these people. They're so bloody lazy. One click, just hit the like, and then I'll leave you alone. One cushion.
I think they forget.
Normal table, one cushion. What's he talking about now? Take care. That's what I thought it said. One. Right. Good night, folks. We'll see you later.
Hasta la vista, baby.